I'm Sweet Vegan 74, and I like to give my thoughts on why carnivals should do away with ball toss games to win Goldfish's prizes. I know some fairs use other small animals like betta fish, hermit crabs, small lizards, or even rabbits. And while no live animals should be prizes to begin with, this video is going to focus on these former free-to fish that you are seeing right now, since these type of goldfish are the most used in these toss games because they cost no more than pocket change. I can go on about how many things are wrong with this common carnival game, but I don't think anyone wants to hear me rant for an hour about this. Like how ill-kept the fish are at these stands, in either crowded barrels or small tanks of poorly treated water, or worse, plastic bags. So I'm going to focus on two things which bothers me the most: irresponsibility as a pet owner and irresponsibility as a parent. First off, these young little fish are alive and aren't meant to be a tiny trophy that you put on a desk or bookshelf for a few days till the fad dies, literally. And you don't have to be vegan or an animal rescue like me to see the flaws in this. Even my father knows the time and effort it takes to keep an aquarium. And he knows most folks winning the fish don't have any knowledge or experience of any fish care at all. There are fairgoers that do have aquariums and ponds at home, or know the steps in setting up a suitable home for goldfish. But these chances for the fair fish are very far in between. When we go to carnivals, we go to have fun of games, rides, and cotton candy. I don't think people rush over to the fair to get a new pet. Yes, pets can be fun, but it's a responsible and rewarding experience, not just to win something for brief entertainment. I've seen video posts where most people, after they win the goldfish, have absolutely no clue what to do with them. I even heard in one clip of a parent say just that, after her kid won a couple of goldfish. Some people just give the fish away to passerbys, all of whom are even less prepared to take the fish home with them. And some of the prizes are left behind because the fun of winning is over. But most of the people who do want to take the fish home are often misinformed on how to care for them. They will be told the fish can stay in the tiny container, sometimes available at the game stand, that has no more than 2 cups of water, or folks are told the goldfish can be put in a bowl. I spoke to a Petco clerk who clearly knew about fish, and he helped me get Randall, my white common goldfish with tail spots, out of the feeder tank. The clerk was happy that I knew about goldfish and had several of his own. He told me that every summer and fall during fair season, folks run into the store with goldfish they win, and they ask where the aisle with the bowls are. The Petco clerk would explain that bowls aren't good at all and recommend tanks and water treatments and types of food and how to care for the tank. I really do have to commend most pet store staff. They aren't allowed to refuse sales of small animals, sad to say, but they do what they can to educate the customers on housing and caring for them, doing their best with giving out tips on the start of proper pet ownership. But of course, the post-carnival goers aren't too thrilled to be spending so much on fish they just won for a couple of dollars. And despite what they are told, they still grab a gallon plastic bowl, only to wonder why the fish still died hours later. Seriously, people have to realize that putting a goldfish into a bowl of water is equivalent to putting a person into a closed-off guest bathroom with no plumbing and is sealed off of air. No one can last that long. Nevertheless, a stressed out baby goldfish. Domestic fish are pets, and we should not be indifferent to them just because they don't have fur or feathers. Now, the second thing that I hate about goldfish toss games is giving children the wrong impression about the treatment of these fish. Parents that aren't prepared to fully care for a goldfish should not allow their kids to play these games, because it fakes the impression to kids that it's all right to ignore how the fish are being treated and just focus on winning the game. Then, when the prize is brought home and put in a bowl or kept in a container, the child wonders why their new fishy friend died. And to just say it was only a carnival fish and they don't last long isn't fair. And it certainly isn't fair for kids to be taught that fish are just disposable and flushable. So the misconception that these fish can live alone in tiny bowls seems to be the only thing that won't die. Goldfish don't live for days or weeks. They can live for years or decades. They are social and curious. They like interacting with each other and have an engaging environment around them. They breathe oxygen like us and need a suitable home like us. They do have good memories and will recognize the person that caters to them. Goldfish toss really needs to be banned everywhere. Giving live fish away to people completely unprepared is just ignorant. And unless people have a large aquarium at home, why would they want to win these fish on a whim? It's sort of like going to a farm, getting a horse, then wondering where you're going to put Applejack in your studio apartment. It's stupid, and so is playing games for live prizes. So, that is my gripe about goldfish toss games. Randall, Turk, Cherish, Sorbet, and Little Candy Corn, thanks you for watching and listening. Please do share this video as much as you like. Maybe the more people that learn that these fish need good care, the more people will toss the goldfish toss off their to-do list this year. Thank you.